right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked-ass kingdom, this country that we're living in, America, Babylon the Great. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakadash. We want to give a double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth, and a sincere shalom unto the hopeful elect, the brothers, the true prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that are scattered throughout the four winds of the world. Unto you we say shalom. All right, we're going to get into prophecy. And prophecy is, people don't realize the importance of prophecy has, okay? Prophecy means to say before, all right, to give warning, right? That's the job of a prophet. The prophet in the ancient world, in these times, has more authority than the king. It's more important than the king, okay? Because the prophets of the Lord are here to tell the people, first our people and the nations, of their judgment and what's to come, okay?
That's because the Heavenly Father and the Son is speaking right through the prophets.
Right.
That's why the prophets is, higher than, any king on the planet Earth. Man. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the prophets are, they're the top men of the planet Earth. Man.
Right.
And that's someone else's kingdom, right?
Yeah. Right.
Still at the top.
Right. And the prophets have the ability to tell you what's to come before it happens. Yeah, all right, and people don't realize the power in that. And we ain't talking about give you the lotto numbers or who gonna win the football game or the Super Bowl. We talking about something more important: the ushering in of Yahweh Shai, the kingdom to come, the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be established on earth. That's what we're prophesying about. But the things that come that before that is what we're warning our people. What are some of the main prophecies? Of course, the MOTB. World War III, all right, and those are the one prophecy 1 and 1A, and not to mention the minor prophecies of the pestilence, uproars of the people,
famine,
earthquakes,
famine,
all right, the downfall the crash of this money, this monetary system. Jacob's trouble.
Yes,
These are all these martial law. All these are prophecies that we're telling you, we're warning you. This is serious business. All right. Unless you take heed to the prophets, you're going to perish and come and be subject to judgment by one of these prophecies, by one of these judgments, whether it be martial law, famine, the sword of Esau, some form of a deadly pestilence. Yeah, we didn't talk about that. The
man still hates you.
Right.
Hates your race still.
Yeah.
Isaiah 46 verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High power, and there is none else. I am the power, and there is none else like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Right. Yeah. The counsel of the Lord will stand. It's going to stand. The will of the Lord is what's going to be done. And it's not our will. Okay, we can't stop the MOTV from coming in. We can't stop any of these prophecies from happening. They're going to happen because the Lord spoke it over 2,000 years ago to his prophets.
Yeah, declaring the end from the beginning, man. That shit. What we're living in right now, it was already declared, man. All these kingdoms, Jacob's captivity under the nations. Yahweh Shai, coming back 2,000 years ago to die for the elect, and essentially Israel. His ministry. It was already written. The script. That's what we call it, the scripture. Script of the movie. Basically, movie script of the Lord, man. So we're just living. America's already destroyed. We already living in the kingdom through the spirit. Yeah. But the physical lags behind.
Yeah.
So we got to live. We got to work out through the physical. So that's what we're doing right now.
Right, the other one. Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of this.
So it's no excuse, bro. It's no excuse for any of you jakes out there, especially you Israelite men, because your Israelite man is supposed to receive this and then give it to his wife, his children, and to prepare them. We pray that the Lord prepares us so we could prepare our family. But it starts with the Israelite man, okay, who is the head of this household. Of course, the head over him is Yahweh Shai, and then the Most High, Yahweh is over Yahweh Shai.
So you got direct contact through the Spirit, through the Holy Spirit, right? From the Most High God through Yahweh Shai.
Right.
The only begotten Son, straight to the man. Basically, straight to the prophet that's giving you the word of the mouth, out of the mouth of the Most High. Okay, about the things to come in the future. That's what the prophecy is all about. You got something?
Yeah, I got two. There's Proverbs 29 and this 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish.
And that vision, that vision is coming from the Most High and giving it unto us to understand it and reveal it to the rest of the people. All right? Unto the prophets to reveal it to the rest of the people. So when that vision comes, it's a warning of things to come. You got it?
This Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Yep. And then this account.
Let me say this. And he that keepeth it, happy is he. Why? Because he kept the understanding of the prophecy and prepared himself. How do you prepare yourself? By getting yourself girded up spiritually with wisdom, with humility, with fear and reverence of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that you may be counted worthy to escape these perils through his miracles. Okay? It's not that it's something that anybody can escape from going through. Is that you escape by the miracles of the Most High. So if you're not in the blessings of the miracles that he's going to provide, having Michael the Archangel over you, protect you, having certain situations just play out in your favor, hey, you're going to get destroyed by this thing. All right?
And this
read that last part again.
This back in Proverbs 29:18, it says, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Right.
Yeah, happy is he. Because ultimately it comes down to you fearing the Most High. Right. As long as you fear him, you're going to do the things necessary to not get in his. You're going to stay in his good graces, so that when the times of evil come, he'll have you in a safe place. But if you're doing what's wicked, expect evil. And the prophets were sent out to you to basically let you know, make you aware that if you ain't right, if you don't make yourself right, these are things that you're going to expect. You're going to expect evil, expect to hey,
catch
whatever
up.
you subject to,
Right.
whatever the Lord numbers you to. Because you had time when the prophets were out there, man.
I want to add one more thing on what you said. It said, he that keepeth the law, right? So we as prophets are to educate you or remind you, if you will, of these law, statutes, and commandments that you should be rehearsing. Okay? We should be practicing and rehearsing these to the best of our ability. We can't keep them all, but that's where our faith and this grace period comes in.
That's the main ingredient.
That's how you get yourself right.
In this, in prophecy. Yeah, we can tell you that these things are going to happen, but you have to believe on the word. Yep. You have to, because the Lord is a man of his word. He's going to, everything he said in this book has happened or is going to happen. And you have to have faith that, we see it. We don't need to see these things, even though we see them, to have faith. But when we see these things come to pass, that builds our faith. That builds us up. Like, oh shit, catch this. What's that shit? The CBDC, Amazon Go. All these things are building our faith. That adding up to the MOTB, which is a major prophecy. So it has to be mixed with faith. Of course, like you said. Also, another thing is repenting. You can't believe these things and still be doing wicked. Right. So I believe in the scriptures. I believe that this is going to happen, but you still out there being a wicked nigga.
And Jake being a tattoo shop, getting a cross on his chest or whatever the hell.
Or getting the name of the Lord in Hebrew.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
Go back to prophecy.
Yeah. Oh, I want the brother.
You got he has something still too.
Yeah, kind of appreciate it.
Yeah, his brother still had two receipts of the scripture.
Yeah, you brought up in the beginning how the prophets were above the king.
Right, that's where we're going. Yep.
This Genesis 41, and I'm gonna start here at 12. It says, and there was there with us a young man in Hebrew, servant to the captain of the guard, and we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams, because this is when Joseph, was in prison. And he had the baker, and it was the king's, I believe, cup holder, cupbearer. That's what it was. His cupbearer. And basically, the king had a dream, and it's going to get into that dream. This continuing, this is 12, and it reads, servant to the captain of the guard, and we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams, to each man according to his dream he did interpret. And it came to pass, because they had dreams while they were in the prison, talking about the cupbearer and the baker. You know, and Joseph was able to interpret those dreams by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and told them, what exactly was going to happen. And it came to pass. It says, and it came to pass as he interpreted to us, so it was. Me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. And he shaved himself and changed his raiment, and came in unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee, that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, it is not in me. Yahweh shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace.
The Heavenly Father
Yeah.
is
Right.
going to give him.
Yeah, he didn't take credit.
Yeah, he said this is coming from the Heavenly Father through the
And
Spirit.
that shows you that the prophets are a direct line of communication to the Heavenly Father.
And I got to make a good point, because there's a lot of false prophets out there now that's trying to be in the stead of a prophet, but they don't understand these prophecies. They can't make them all line up to where they make sense.
And the main thing you need to have that connection is the name. You know, if you're calling on a higher or a false name, the Lord doesn't hear you. The Lord not dealing with you. You know, he's not. You're gonna say you received a vision, but it's not from the Lord. You know.
What did Moses say? What should I tell them?
Yeah.
Who told me this stuff to tell y'all? He said, well, basically, I need a name to give them.
Okay.
Because I can't say it's for me.
Yeah.
He was like, tell him I am that, he broke it down. It's Yahweh.
So he is.
Which is powerful when you think about the concept of the name. You have more?
Kind of morning.
Yeah.
Continuing, this is 16. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, it is not in me. Yahweh shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, in my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river, and behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine, flat-fleshed and well-favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and very ill-favored, and lean-fleshed, such as I never saw in all the land of Egypt for badness.
Yeah, it gets into the 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine.
Kind. This is 22. And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk.
And just real quick to tie this into these modern times, now is like the time of 7 years of plenty. They came before the 7 years of famine.
Kind.
Okay, it's likened into a period.
A grace.
Where now a grace period. Now the time that you should be feeding yourself spiritually, getting these understanding, while the internet's on, while you can move around outside and all of this other situation. The prophets are still out there teaching.
Right.
Because when they shut this internet and martial law hits, that's when the famine of the word is going to hit. That's likened up to that 7 years of famine. And you're gonna have nothing. If you got the oil, you won't have to trim your lamp. You'll have enough. I don't know if Bros has something else, but you got it.
Okay. This 22. And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 ears withered, thin and blasted with the east wind. Sprung up after them. And the thin ears devoured the 7 good ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me.
The time of balance, time of plenty is that'll make do for the rest of the time when there isn't any. So you kind of store up, so you can stretch it out over the time when you have none.
Yep.
It told the magicians of Pharaoh, and the magicians in this day represents the false prophets.
Yep.
Because someone could come with a vision and say, oh, what does this mean? And false prophets say, oh, that M-A-R-K means sin.
Yeah.
Or that M-A-R-K means
White women.
White women. Embargo. Christianity. Right? But you come to the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, what does this mean? I saw a vision and they said, I won't be able to buy or sell without this thing. Oh, that's spoken of in Revelation 13. Bam, 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 here's the breakdown. And then that's how you know you're coming to a true prophet of the Lord. You're not coming to some bozo out there that's got the whole attire on, got the whole look, but they don't have the oil. That's what you're talking about. They don't have the spirit.
That's how a man's dressed, not by the actual attire he's wearing, but by the understanding he has and that can articulate unto you. right? That's how